Here are the top 10 Survivor players that I want to see on the next season of the Traitors. The main focus for me when developing this list was entertainment level rather than player quality. At number 10, I got Jerry Manthe. I considered putting both Jerry and Colby in this spot because their legacies are so intertwined. Between the two of them, I think that Jerry makes for better TV. She was willing to embrace that villainous role in the early 2000s, and I'd hope that she'd carry that reputation with her onto the Traitors. At number 9, I have Abby Maria. Abby faces disagreements head on, which we see across both of her seasons as she confronts players like RC and PG. She's a confrontational figure, which makes her the ideal Traitors contestant. Then at number 8, I have the fan favorite Rick Devens. As a morning news anchor, Rick is comfortable in front of the camera. I still consider him one of the best confessionalists from Survivor's 30s. You can combine that with the chaotic playstyle where Rick was constantly searching for idols and tricking his opponents. Rick calls himself the Kool-Aid Man, and I want to see him burst into the Traitors' castle. At number 7, I got an iconic Survivor villain in Johnny Fairplay. Fairplay is best known for lying about his dead grandma on Survivor. He's a player that's willing to say anything in order to advance in the game. Given Fairplay's recent appearances on shows like House of Villains, I think there's a real chance that he makes it on the Traitors. At 6, I have Angelina from Survivor David vs. Goliath. So many iconic moments with Angelina. You got her asking Natalie for her jacket, her opening up the first rice negotiation, and her unnecessary move of planting a fake idol on Allison. At number 5, I got Jonathan Penner. Penner is one of those players that I grew to love over the course of his Survivor career. Between his banter with Jeff during challenges and his snarky comments during confessionals, Penner knows how to fill up the airtime. I think he'd be a great addition to the show. At number 4, I got Shane Powers from Survivor Panama. It's an actual tragedy that we have not seen Shane on Survivor since 2006. There is a concern for me that Shane is kind of forgotten about in the history of the show, but for those of you who saw his season, you know that Shane is one of the most unhinged Survivor players. He is the main agent causing chaos on the dysfunctional Kasaya tribe. He loses his mind and starts using a rock as a BlackBerry phone. He trades away his clothes to locals for a cigarette. He's someone that I need back in the reality TV sphere. At number 3, I got a Survivor legend in Courtney Yates. Courtney is such a unique character in Survivor history in that she is someone that didn't really want to play the game. She was working as a New York City waitress when she met a producer that recruited her for the show. Her sarcastic comments and generally annoyed attitude make for amazing television that would translate to a show like The Traitors. At number 2, I have one of the best strategic minds of Survivor in Rob Cesternino. Today, many people know Rob for his successful podcast, but he has a knack for these social strategy games. Rob was already an all-time confessionalist back on Survivor the Amazon, but I bet he's even better now with over a decade of podcasting under his belt. Then at number 1, this wasn't really a debate for me, it's Coach. I look at Coach as one of the best characters in the history of reality television. His run on Tocantins is absolutely ridiculous as he creates this persona of the Dragon Slayer and pisses off everyone else along the way. I highly doubt that Coach could win a show like The Traitors, but I'd enjoy his time on it. So there's the top 10. Let me know your thoughts on these picks.